Hello, I'm Tim Wilde, and I'm giving you my wild thoughts on something everyone else watched last July. Well, not everybody, but anyone that clicked on this link. And that is Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 1. And I never watched it. I listened to everyone's criticism. I watched the first episode and a half, and I kind of realized I wasn't really paying attention. I needed to go back to it, actually 2.5 episodes. And I'm not bored. I wasn't disinterested. I was just like not giving it my full attention. I was really preoccupied, and I was like, I need to go back to it when I have time. And in the time it took me to take the time to come back to it, I heard everyone's criticism and frustrations, and I was like, I don't even want to go into it and be disappointed or get into a big defensive mode with it, because I was just going to be like, well, I'm just going to wait till the second part comes out. I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith. I follow a lot of his podcasts, and I pay attention to his Twitters and the things he shares on Instagram and everything, a lot of his videos and spills, reveals, whatever. And I've been following his hype and excitement about this project ever since it was announced like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And at PowerCon, the He-Man festival, whatever they call it, convention. And, you know, I loved his passion. I love his excitement. Netflix came to him for this series. Him and he brought along Mark Bernardin, his partner on his podcast, Fat Man Beyond. And they came together with an idea of what they could do with this story, where they could go with this. And Netflix liked it. They put him on. He's the executive producer, but he's also the showrunner. He wrote one of the episodes. Mark Bernardin wrote one of the episodes. I'm big fans of theirs. That's why I keep name dropping like I know him. Of course, you know, I did shake Kevin's hand at Sundance a couple years ago, and I interacted with him when he was here at a comedy club here in Salt Lake. You know, so we go way back. We're friends, you know. I'm sure he remembers me. Anyway, he was very excited about this, and he's not like the biggest He-Man guy ever, but he was passionate and excited about this project. And every time anything came out, they showed him some of the animation, the scripts came in. When they did the voice acting hiring, getting people like Mark Hamill, Lena Headey, all those, like, he was really excited, and he shared all that enthusiasm every time. And a lot of times he couldn't show us what he was seeing, but he told us how excited he was about it. That got me hyped up and excited. Then it came out, it dropped the first 5 episodes. It was always supposed to be a 10-episode series, and then everyone like crapped all over it and complained about how this He-Man series was about Teela, not He-Man. I'm not going to give you spoilers. I mean, everyone saw it by the time if you clicked on this. But he was a little taken back by everyone's frustration. I was annoyed by it because I was like, guys, you're judging it based on 5 episodes, and you're thinking they're going to course correct and rewrite the second half. This show took 2 years, like a year and a half, to get done. It takes a lot back and retconned and fixed a lot of things and changed it to appease the fans. I don't buy any of that. I don't think even if there was any kind of adjustments that were done, any rethings or things that were reanimated or whatever, I don't buy that it was a big course correction because of the feedback. The story was already going where it was going. Kevin Smith said this from the beginning. He was excited about it. A lot of people, I think, were frustrated because of how modernized it felt with having your female protagonist and muscling out He-Man out of the story, that he was vacant in it. That was everyone's complaint. Now that I watched the first 5 episodes, it's retarded. Excuse me for saying retarded. He-Man's in every single episode. He's in action in every single episode. They show flashbacks and there's clips and everything going on. If you know the story, you know why I'm saying it that way, but he's there. All this excitement and fun that you want to see with He-Man, it's all there. I'm not like the biggest He-Man fan, you know. I grabbed with it quickly off of my shelves right here adjacent to me. I grabbed some of the recent comics I've been following, is including the Revelations one. See, it says Netflix right there. They're cool. I've picked up they're always doing little mini-series of He-Man here and there. I haven't gone through it all again. I haven't even opened this box, but the original series. And I love the 2000. If you were disappointed in this, go back and watch the 2000 whatever He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. I've been buying the new toys. I bought the first 4 of the Revelations figures that came out. Can't see them very well with the glare there, but whatever. But they're cool. They're good sculpts. They're cool. I'm not going to open them because I don't play with these. Because right now they have a really great line of figures that I can play with that are modeled after the original series. I have a whole shelf of them all over there on display, open with their weapons, so I can enjoy my action with the Masters of the Universe world, and I still have one of my original He-Man and his, I don't remember what they call it, the battle damage or whatever, but still works. If I can hit it right. Still there! He-Man's awesome. That's not the original version, but that's the one I still have. I like the character. I like the story. I even like the Dolph Lundgren movie. I like it. It's good stuff. It's campy and ridiculous, but it's entertaining and fun. This show is a modernized version of the original series. They go into a lot of character depth, a lot of story, and they dive in. And everyone's big complaint that it was all about Teela. I don't really feel that way. I feel like everything that Teela did was just kind of stringing along, getting other characters into the story. Where all she was just she's the character on the journey, she's the protagonist, but like really all she's doing is giving excuses to hook in every character. They're all in there and they have time. You're diving into their personality, their backgrounds, their motivations, their relationships with each other, which, I mean, I'm not familiar enough to remember how much of that was explained in the originals. I need to still go through and watch it. The greatest He-Man story ever was the She-Ra movie, the introduction of She-Ra, She-Ra and the Secret of the Sword, back in the 80s, and it was a He-Man and She-Ra adventure, and it was great, and they were in her universe, his universe, Eternia, and whatever the other one is. Sorry, I'm on camera, my mind just went blank, and it's great. I love the lore, and this really dives into the universe, the magic, the ethos, the mysteries of Grayskull and everything, what the power is that He-Man has, and has a lot more real gritty, more higher stakes tension between Skeletor and He-Man, which is awesome. That's one thing. This Skeletor is cheesy. This Skeletor is pretty horrific and scary. Okay, and voiced by Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is doing quite a good Joker variation, because that's what it sounds like to me when he does that little laugh he does after he says something kind of creepy. It just reminds me of the Joker. A little bit takes me out. Lena Henley playing Evelyn. So it sounds like Cersei. Whatever. The voice acting is just, they're all placeholders for you to just kind of fill in. I enjoyed Orko. He was fine. Not a big fan of Cringer. That is cringy to me. I don't like it at all. I think that they should have someone push a little closer to the original impersonation to do the original version. But He-Man is he's there. He has a lot of exciting beats and everything. It's really fun, action-packed, really great animation. It's the same animation company that did the Castlevania series on Netflix. If you haven't watched that, that's like very dark, but very exciting, very cool to watch. Very good stuff. I think that one's done better than this one, but doesn't matter. That was everyone's complaint. He-Man's not in it. It's all about Teela, and it should have been Teela and the Masters of the Universe. The show isn't called He-Man. It's called Masters of the Universe Revelation. Revelation, I think, coming out of like all the things that they're establishing in this universe that we've never seen before. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, some of the mystery. This series did go a little deeper into some of the background behind Grayskull and the history, where he got his powers, all that kind of stuff. But this one's diving in as much. And the first 5 episodes is just half of a story. Like, imagine, for those that watch Lord of the Rings, watching the first movie and then the first half of the Two Towers. You're like in a weird place. Gandalf is dead, and Aragorn was like thrown off of his horse in a river, and the hobbits are running around with trees, and you have Gollum and Sam and Frodo just like riddling with each other. You're like, where are we going? And we don't have like a main hero or awesome hero. Aragorn and Gandalf, they're all like kind of scattered and not doing anything exciting. That's where the first 5 episodes leads us. It's like, you didn't get to Helm's Deep, you didn't get to the 3rd movie. Let the story finish before you make your assessments and your judgments. I think this is going somewhere good. I haven't watched the last 5 episodes yet. I just wanted to watch the first 5, and there was enough thoughts I had. I wanted to say this and say my piece about it, that I wish I watched this back then, because I shouldn't have listened to everyone's complaints, and that's all it was. I didn't want to be disappointed, so I was like, I'll just wait till the second part comes out, then I'll watch the whole thing and I'll give it a fair shake. I think everyone's being a little ridiculous. It's a very clear half of a story arc, and everyone was just complaining over stupid things. I like it. It's entertaining. It's fun. Is it like the greatest dialogue ever? No, but it has some good emotional stings. It draws into the characters, like I said, and it's cool. It's a rich universe of characters. Yeah, there's not like, you know, hundreds of them or anything, but it's cool. It's exciting. It's fun. If you enjoy this universe, or, you know, if you can reach back into your memory and had fun playing with these old plastic toys with rubber and springs and goofy heads that squish, this series should be a delight. It should be fun and exciting for you just to watch it modernize. They had a little life breathed back into it, breath back lifing it. You know what I'm trying to say. It's good. Okay, relax. You know, get over yourself and enjoy it. And if you didn't like the first 5 episodes, just watch the next episode. I haven't watched it yet. Just watch the next episode and see if you're at all interested. Anyway. Sorry this was so long. This is about half the length of a regular episode. So if you watch this, but you didn't watch the original, watch the first episode. Give it a chance. Enjoy it. Of part 1, I mean. I'm going to watch part 2 probably tomorrow. And give you my thoughts on that sometime. And maybe I'm just going to eat my words and put my foot in my mouth. Don't know. Anyway, He-Man's awesome. He is. He's no Superman, but he's awesome. So, anyway, thanks for watching my wild thoughts